Fast and Furious franchise is known for being over the top and generally really silly, to put it nicely. You may have noticed on rewatches of the movies that logic and physics pretty much just don't exist. If you have trouble suspending your disbelief, which by the way is pretty much the only thing you need to use your brain for in these movies, then you might even notice it the first time. Arguably the most popular among these is the runway scene in Furious 6. Today we're going to go back to the beginning and take a look at the very first drag race we see in the 9 movies associated with the franchise, The Fast and the Furious. 18.5 minutes into the film, Dom shifts into first gear twice, and then launches his RX-7 at the start of a drag race between 4 cars. A Mitsubishi Eclipse, a Honda Civic, an Integra Type R, and of course the RX-7. The cars all launch sequentially for some reason. I guess that's just cinematic styling. A bunch of dated CGI happens, this iconic line is uttered. Another logistical error is made, the NOS button trope is born, and then we cross the finish line. Alright, hold up. Okay, so a traditional drag race that runs for a distance of a quarter mile would take the slowest car in that lineup maybe 16 seconds, 16 and a half max. But then again, let's remember these are very modified cars, so realistically, unless they're racing uphill, it would probably take no more than 15 seconds. So, how long does this race take? 15 seconds? 16 and a half seconds? 20 seconds? 30 seconds? A minute? No. Just under 2 minutes. Now to be fair, before they start, they don't really mention how long the actual race is or how long they plan to race, but statistics would have me believe that it was supposed to be the general standard quarter mile. Now a fair argument would be that maybe it's a half mile or even a mile-long drag race. However, if these guys were going full speed, there is no way it would take more than a full minute. I guarantee you it would be several seconds less at that. So after doing some quick maths and a lot of Google searches, I figured out how much distance they would have covered in the 118 seconds of their race. Full disclosure, I am not proficient in arithmetics whatsoever, therefore my conclusion is very much a rough estimate at best. That being said, I'm sure this is fairly accurate, sort of. Just take your grain of salt. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the did I just say mathical? I'm not going to go into too much detail about the mathematical process I took, but just know it has to do with velocity, average speed, acceleration, and yada yada. Good? Good. Now we get to the part you clicked on this video for. But instead of just giving you the figures, allow me to put it in perspective and a very long drawn out comparison for you. You see this building? This is Denver State Capitol, in the state of Colorado, in the country of the US of A. About 40 minutes away to the east is the city's international airport, which also happens to house North America's longest public runway. It also happens to be the 7th longest runway in the entire world. How long is it, you ask? This United Airlines passenger plane you see here. Wait, not that one, the other one. No, the other one. The other one. Yeah, that one. There you go. Yeah. Is at the bottom of that runway, about to take off. Let's see just how far it would have to go before the pavement ends. In total, it covers 3.03 miles, or 4.88 kilometers. So what length of the runway did the 4 characters race? The official number I ended up with was around 3.8 miles, or 6.1 kilometers. That's about 204 blue whales, end to end. About 15 quarter-mile drag races in total. Yeah, 15. You could host Speed Week on a flat surface that size. So there you have it, the world's longest 4-car drag race ever to be put in film on public roads. The funniest part about this to me is that once they finish, it takes them no longer than like 13 seconds to get back to the starting line. Which is funny because unless it was just a time jump, which could very well be it, that means they got back to the finish line 3.8 miles the other way on cooldown faster than they would have done the quarter mile. Yeah, I don't know, that's just kind of strange to me. Obviously I made this all just for fun. Is that fun? And there's no real explanation because it's a movie and it doesn't matter in the end, but I just thought I'd share what it's like to think about way too many things all the time. Hopefully you took something away from this video. I don't know what you would have taken away, but if not, then I don't know what to tell you. I guess you're already pretty well informed and you know a lot about math and movies. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. See ya. It also happens to be which also happens to house runway 16R/34L. That was quite the pause there, young man.